All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another live stream talking about all things Chelsea transfer news in the past 12 to 24 hours. I have to say, I'm a little bit annoyed at what has been transpiring in recent times in regards to Marc Cucurella. I thought this was just, it was bound to happen all yesterday. Personal terms agreed. Brighton has said 50 million is the price tag. We've given them the 50 million. We've given actually more than 50 million. So whatever they wanted, we actually said, you know what? Thanks for being so kind. Here's more than 50 million. And now it seems like there's a bit of a hold up because apparently Brighton wants Levi Colwill. When did this become part of the conversation? I mean, look, maybe we'll end up giving Levi Colwill to them, but when did this situation become a main factor for the Marc Cucurella deal? What was the terms and conditions with Man City? I'm sure, did Brighton ask for a defender from Man City? Why do these clubs always feel like they can take us for a ride? Why is everything always at a premium for us and other clubs tend to get all these discounts and whatnot? Barcelona somehow ends up getting players a lot cheaper than what we've even offered to the clubs. How does this happen? How? Brighton wanted 50 million from Man City. Man City said, we can't give you that. We only value the player at 40 million. All of a sudden, we give Brighton 50 million plus. Not just 50 million, 50 million plus. And yet, apparently this isn't good enough. Apparently Levi Colwill has to be in the conversation. Why? Maybe we don't want to sell Levi Colwill. How are you forced? Go find your own player, man. We're giving you 50 million plus. Go do your own thing. You're Brighton. You're good at finding players. Why should this be the hold-up? I don't understand. Brighton won't hold that much, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Nearly 140 plus in the live situation at the moment. Smash the like button. Get those likes up. Yeah, interesting what's going on. We'll talk about Frenkie de Jong as well. I don't know. As much as I love that rumor, once again, I don't want to get myself too gassed because we need to get rid of a lot of our midfielders first in order to do that. And on top of that, personal terms, can we agree with that? I think De Jong would prefer us. There's been rumors that De Jong would prefer us over Man United if push came to shove, if he really had to leave. But I don't think he wants to leave Barcelona. That's the issue. Valan, I don't think it's Colwill. I think it's more on the structure not being fully agreed. Maybe more installments or higher fee upfront. But why though? I'm pretty sure we're not doing some sort of massive. I'm pretty sure we're not doing some sort of massive sort of installment payments. We're generally good with paying upfront. We were willing to pay for the Rafinha deal maximum of it upfront. So why would this be the case? Let's have a look at I want to actually bring out Secret Scout as well, because Secret Scout tweeted this out late last night. Seems like it is believable because just have a look at this. Let's bring this up. Chelsea will discuss Alcohol once they've signed Marc Cucurella. Want it done at the same time so Chelsea don't back out. Yeah, see, what is this back out stuff? Look at this. Chelsea have made it clear they are willing to offer 50 million to Marc Cucurella. However, Brighton are not interested in cash-only deal and unlikely to sell. They will only be interested in selling to Chelsea if Levi Colwill is included. When did this become the terms and conditions? When did Levi Colwill become the terms and conditions? I do not get it. And then Secret Scout further on goes to say, It wouldn't be 50 million plus Colwill. It would be less if he's included one deal at the same time. So it seems like they badly want Levi Colwill. Chelsea said they will discuss Levi Colwill once they have signed Marc Cucurella. Brighton want it done at the same time, so Chelsea don't back out and keep him. Thomas Tuchel has always said he does not want to let go of Marc Cucurella. Levi Colwill. Maybe on a loan, but not permanently. I mean, is surely Brighton is not holding up this deal because they want Levi Colwill. Like Marc Cucurella wants to be a Chelsea player. He's agreed on personal terms. Like Brighton, don't be stupid here. Like you're getting 50 million plus. We've offered you that. Why the need to be so desperate to get Levi Colwill? I don't get it. And if it's a loan, then let's make it happen. Like I've got no issues with Levi Colwill going on a loan. But this was the latest from Fabrizio late yesterday. He's since made another tweet, but it's pretty much the same thing anyway. Chelsea have submitted bid worth more than 50 million for Marc Cucurella on Tuesday evening. Club now hopeful to reach full agreement with Brighton. Still no official answer. Cucurella is pushing to join Chelsea. He wants the move. He wants the move. Levi Colwill discussed in separate deal. This should have been a here we go by now. It really should have been. I don't understand. I do not understand why this isn't a here we go already. Everything is lined up. You got personal terms agreed with Marc Cucurella. We've given you 50 plus million, not what you wanted from Man City, which was just 50 million. We're giving you 50 plus million. So can we talk about the Levi Colwill separately? Just give us Cucurella and we'll talk about the Levi Colwill separately. Why is it all of a sudden whenever we want to do trade deals with other clubs, they don't want to listen to trade deals? Oh, no. We don't want to do any trade deals with you. We'll do it separately. How many times did we try and do trade deals with Inter Milan? And Inter's like, no. We'll talk about all those other players, Dumfries and Skriniar and Lautaro Martinez separately. We'll do all of that separately. We won't do none of these trade business stuff with you guys. But why is it with us? When we want to play, now these guys want one of our players in this particular scenario as a trade or simultaneously wants to do this. It's just mad. It's mad. Shuba is saying Brighton, no. Leicester is also interested in Colwill. I think this could be the situation. Are we trying to perhaps give Levi Colwill to Leicester to get Wesley Fofana? Look, Wesley Fofana wants to be a Chelsea player. Wesley Fofana wants to be a Chelsea player. There's no doubt about that. I think now we need to gear up thinking Marc Cucurella is definitely on the cards. He's agreed personal terms, and we've given what Brighton really wanted in terms of money. So you got Marc Cucurella hopefully in line, and Wesley Fofana is desperate to make it to Chelsea Football Club. So that's another player that is willing to come in. But I get the feeling maybe Chelsea, we were looking to give Levi Colwill to Leicester. It kind of makes sense. It's a defender. Wesley Fofana is a defender. Levi Colwill is a defender, so maybe a defender for defender. Don't tell me this whole Marc Cucurella situation is going to be busted because of this dumb situation. Wow! All of a sudden, there's all these clubs lining up for Levi Colwill. Oh my days! I mean, does Brighton want more money? Is that the case? Like, can we not give you Levi Colwill? Do you want more money? It's just mad. It's mad. It's absolutely mad what's going on. He should have been a Chelsea player already. So when Man City are there, just wanted 50 million, but when Chelsea are in there, even want more. That's not fair, man. Why is the same product different for different clubs? It's the same thing. It's like, for example, my mobile phone. For FZ City, the mobile phone is $20. For Ridwan, it's $30. Why? It's the same phone. It's the same phone, man. Like it's mad, man. It's mad. Let's see what Fabrizio. I think Fabrizio recently put out a new one as well. Let's just bring this up. We'll talk about Frenkie de Jong very soon. This is what Fabrizio said, but it's pretty much more or less the same thing. Bid for more than 50 million more than 50 million pounds, by the way, more than 50 million pounds on the table for Cucurella, as revealed yesterday night. Chelsea waiting for Brighton to decide. Personal terms fully agreed since Tuesday morning. Cucu wants to join CFC soon. Let's give the player what he wants, man. This player literally has had no preseason, doesn't feature for Brighton. Man City has ran away. Let's give him what he wants and let's just make this happen, man. Let's not waste any more time. Brighton, let's talk about other players. Brighton, do you know what? Who else we got? Who else can we give you? Let's talk about Billy Gilmore. Do you want Billy Gilmore maybe? Let's talk about Billy Gilmore. Do you want Emerson? Brighton, let's take Emerson. Why don't you just take Emerson, man? Or Kennedy. They're all up for grabs. Himanshu Yadav, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. In my opinion, both Frenkie de Jong and Fofana doesn't happen only one. Look, I don't think Frenkie de Jong, we'll talk about Frenkie de Jong very soon. I think the Wesley Fofana, yeah, it's probably going to happen because the player wants it. The player badly wants it. It's all about now Chelsea submitting that offer. And I think Chelsea were looking to give Levi Colwill to Leicester just to reduce that price for Fofana, which kind of makes sense. At the end of the day, defender for a defender, right? Like Levi Colwill is, I guess same thing with Cucurella as well. I think maybe Brighton's looking at an LCB with Levi Colwill. Maybe it does make sense for Brighton, doesn't it? Brighton's going to lose Marc Cucurella, who would have been a LCB, left wing back, whatever, but probably a LCB, and they're looking at getting Levi Colwill as his cover. So, man, not this BS again. I really thought Cucurella would have been Chelsea player before Everton game. I know he wouldn't have featured anyway, but I would have loved that. We're going to talk about Frenkie de Jong very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Cucurella put in a transfer request for Man City. Has he done the same for Chelsea? I mean, do they have to do separate transfer? Like, isn't a transfer request regardless? Does it have to be a different transfer request for every club? I think it's just one transfer request that you just want to get transferred. Now, whether it be City, whether it be whoever, it doesn't really matter. Digital Film Reviews, good to see you, my man Miz. We can't overpay, otherwise it'll be a precedent. I get it, but we're running out of time as well, man. We're in a bit of a situation where we are going to have to pay overs, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's a bit of a sad situation. Give them Colwell with a buyback clause of 40 million. Yeah, I think this is probably what it needs to come down to, doesn't it? Probably with a buyback, and it's probably going to be a hefty buyback. Yeah, 40. It's probably going to be more than 40 million. Tino Livramento was about, what, 45, 46 million buyback. Probably going to be more than 40 million. Yeah, just opt for a buyback, man. And I guess this is something Brighton would have to agree on as well, right? And look, 40 million, if they get, I guess, how much would they potentially get? So if Cucurella is worth 50 plus million, by giving Levi Colwill, how much is the discount? If Levi Colwill's market price apparently is 20 million, this is what I saw some of the publications talk about. So then we'd have to give 30 million plus Levi Colwill. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Phenomenal Finn Miz. Yeah, they want more money if they're gonna accept a buyback. If we let Colwell go there, and if they ain't getting him at all, then they want more than 50 million. And my thing is, did they want a player from Man City? Who did they want from Man City? Did they want Phil Foden? Did they ask for, like, I don't know? Did they ask for Kevin De Bruyne in return? Did they ask for Nathan Ake? Why is it different for us, man? Why is it different for us? Livermento's buyback is 32 million. Are you sure? Last I heard, it was more than that. Anyway, maybe you could be right. Miz, have you seen Orny tweet on Frenkie de Jong? Yeah, we'll talk about that very soon. We will talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah, they didn't ask anyone from City. Guys, nearly 400 of you guys are live right now. Only 68 likes. Let's push the likes up to 300 straight away. I cannot stress enough how much the likes are correlated to the growth of the channel, and you guys have been brilliant in terms of growing the channel in recent times. It's moving fast towards 15,000, so smash the like button, get it to 300. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. If you're enjoying this conversation, interaction with you guys as well. Let's talk about the secondary news. This is the Orni, David Ornstein. Chelsea have offered Brighton 50 plus million for Marc Cucurella, not yet done as Brighton seek higher fee and replacement. Higher fee and replacement. Like, dude, talk about a double whammy, man. Talk about a double whammy. Higher fee and more, and a replacement. Check Ben Jacobs' Miz. Okay, we'll check that out soon. Cucurella personal terms agreed. CFC also in talks with Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong. I mean, this rumor has been going around. This whole Frenkie de Jong rumor has been happening. Gary Neville in recent times. Let me just see if I can bring out that Gary Neville one as well. He's recently said as well, and I don't know how much we should take this as a legitimate news, but nonetheless, you still give it some sort of value, I suppose. Here. I was in Miami when Barca were there playing 2 weeks ago, and I got told third hand De Jong preferred staying at Barca or Chelsea and London. Wasn't a concrete source, but this follows that thought. So he definitely prefers to stay at Barca, if not Chelsea and London. And these rumors have been going around for a long time. Now, Richard Rahman has tweeted out breaking, which is off the back of David Ornstein. Chelsea are in direct contacts with Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong. CFC is optimistic about striking a deal and are hoping to beat their domestic rivals as United are in the contest as well. And then David Ornstein, AFC Ajax said, wow. And then off the back of that, David Ornstein replied back, which I'll showcase to you guys very soon. He replied back saying this. This refers to striking an agreement between clubs. Very important to understand this. It's the tweet from David Ornstein is talking about Chelsea and Barcelona striking a deal. Not really the player. So the player's side is a different matter altogether. As far as we know, De Jong preference is to stay at Barcelona. Messi's situation. So look, I don't know. Look, with Frenkie de Jong, we already have Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, and now we've got Chukwuemeka. I hope I pronounced that right. Chukwuemeka. And apparently Chukwuemeka is going to be a potential starter for Chelsea Football Club, which I'm okay with. A lot of people are gassed about him. I saw some clips as well. I caught up with some of the Aston Villa games. Seems like a very good player. Someone who can potentially play, maybe as a 6, but definitely an 8. That seems like where he wants to play. Maybe up front as a 10 as well. He's got that creativity in him. He can definitely take on his man. He can definitely has the pace. He's quite tenacious as well. So you've got 4. Then you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Then you've got Conor Gallagher. Then you've got Ross Barkley. Now, this is not even considering Ethan Ampadu and Billy Gilmore and all of that. I think Ethan Ampadu and Billy Gilmore, they got to move on. They're unfortunately, and there's some news about Ethan Ampadu as well. Let me see if I can bring that up before we get back to this. Before we get back to the Frenkie de Jong situation. Yeah, look at this. Chelsea opened the transfer for Ethan Ampadu with Spezia in Italy. They intend to close it shortly. This is from Di Marzio, man. Look, man, I badly wanted Ethan Ampadu to make it as a Chelsea Football Club, but to make it as a Chelsea player. But seems like this is probably not going to happen. And it's sad, man. Like, I don't know how much more he could have done to make it as a Chelsea player, but we have to get rid of players first. We have to get rid of players. Frenkie de Jong, and on top of that, I don't know whether personal terms, if Frenkie de Jong is going to accept that. Like, he's on high wages at Barcelona, man, like supremely high wages. And apparently Man United are willing to pay high wages as well to Frenkie de Jong. Unless he's I don't know what sort of pay package we're going to create for him. He's probably more keen if push came to shove to leave Barcelona. He probably choose us because we got Champions League football. It's a backward step for him to go to Man United. I would love the player. I would love. I think what I'm getting the vibe from the vibe that I'm getting from Todd Bowley is that not only he's preparing for now, like all of these players, I hope first of all it happens, and if it does happen, like in the likes of Cucurella, Wesley Fofana, De Jong, it kind of gives me the impression that Todd Bowley wants to win now. Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella, Frenkie de Jong, Wesley Fofana, let's say if it all happens, he wants to win now. So that's great. But then players like Omari Hutchinson, Gabriel Slolina, Chukwuemeka, like all of these, it kind of makes me think that he's also setting up for the future as well. And now we're also looking at that Brazilian wonder kid, Endrick. So Todd Bowley is not messing about. I like the way he's ambitious and whatnot, which is great. But whether Frenkie de Jong happens, I don't know. This is from Ben Jacobs. Let's have a look at what Ben Jacobs had to say about the Frenkie de Jong situation. Barcelona won around 80 million for Frenkie de Jong, having previously agreed a slightly higher 85 million deal with Man United. Barcelona won around 80 million euros for Frenkie de Jong, having previously agreed a slightly higher 85 million deal with Man United. CFC now in direct talks. De Jong has been consistent that he wants to stay but refused to take a pay cut. He's more open to Stamford Bridge than Old Trafford. As previously reported, Barcelona will need to explicitly tell De Jong he's not wanted and must leave. And Chelsea have asked for guarantees if they move, the saga won't drag on. Unlike Man United, they will get player buy-in early if things progress. Barca really want Bernardo Silva. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, isn't it? Barcelona want Bernardo Silva. That's why they want to get rid of Frenkie de Jong on top of being able to register player as well. So there's a combination of a lot of factors. Barca really want Bernardo Silva and need the De Jong transfer fee and squad space to make that happen. On record, and only 2 days ago, Jean Laporta denied De Jong was offered to Chelsea when he met Todd Bowley. He reiterated he will do his best to keep him at Barca, but without a significant pay cut, and due to the Silva interest, an exit still remains more likely. Thomas Tuchel is very much driving the Chelsea interest. Bowley again backing his manager and trying to pull off an ambitious signing. Won't be easy, but CFC now exploring. I'm told Chelsea have monitored De Jong's situation for quite some time and initiated talks because they now believe there is an urgency by Barca to sell. De Jong himself is starting to realize his game time will be even more limited. Xavi has spoken of using him as centre-back, yet Jules Koundé has just come in too. Yeah, look. Your time is up, mate. Your time is absolutely up, De Jong at Barcelona. You need to move. Barca want him to move as well because they got interest elsewhere. Meanwhile, Laporta called Silva a good player, and Barcelona have told Manchester City to expect an offer soon. More below from Laporta on De Jong, Chelsea, and Silva from last week in New York. It's mad, man. It's mad. I don't want to get too gassed with the Frenkie de Jong situation. I would love Frenkie de Jong, no doubts about that. But it's messy. It is supremely messy. Talk about Messi. Messi's thinking about going back to Barcelona maybe in 2024 season, 23-24 season. So watch this space about that. MKZ stars, they have no right to demand 80 million, 60 million plus Alonso and Aspi. You're right, man. How are you demanding 80 million euros when you're desperate to let go of this player? And now it is an urgent matter. How are you demanding so much money? Like, Barca seems to get all these deals. We offered more for Rafinha, they get Rafinha for less. We offered more for Jules Koundé, they get Jules Koundé for less. Apparently, we weren't even in for Jules Koundé, but I find that hard to believe. So, guys, De Jong to Chelsea is happening. I hope Cuckoo deal is wrapped up by today because taking a lot of time means Man City might change their mind and go all in for Cuckoo. Yeah, man. The more this is sort of lingering, but I don't know if that will happen because Man City are not willing to go more than 40 million. And all of a sudden, Brighton wants more than 50 now. And they want Levi Colwill if they can get him. So I think Man City is just said, you know what, you do your thing, Brighton. Just, yeah, go and screw around with Chelsea. Chelsea have submitted 50 plus million bid for Brighton. Yep, we've seen that, my man. Let's check Simon Phillips. Okay, let's have a look at Simon Phillips. What has he got to say? But yeah, someone like Frenkie de Jong, we'd have to get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We need to get rid of Barkley. Ethan Ampers already seems like he's got to go. Okay, no change to Brighton's hardline stance on Marc Cucurella. They don't want to sell. What? They don't want to sell. No agreement on fee as yet. Deal's still some way off. Selling club in strong position. Who's this? Simon Stone. Who are you? Football reporter for BBC Sport. Any opinions? Man, not this again, honestly. Honestly, not this again. Like, why is this so difficult for us, man? Oh my God. Why is Brighton being a douchebag, man? Why are you being a douchebag now? Your player don't want to stay with you, man. You don't even play your player's not even in preseason. Stop it, man. I don't know who this guy is, but he's got 342k followers. Football reporter for BBC Sport. I mean, it's kind of in line with what Secret Scout has been saying as well. Like if we go back to Secret Scout, and Secret Scout, he knows these sort of things, man. Whether you want to take it seriously or not, it's up to you. But they do. The Secret Scout knows these things. Chelsea have made it clear they're willing to offer 50 million. Brighton are not interested in cash-only deal and unlikely to sell. Look at that. Look at that. This is in line with what they've just said. Secret Scout wasn't talking crap. Cash only deal and unlikely to sell. What's the hold up, man? Not this BS again, man. We've given you money. We've like what do you? Oh, I'm just lost for words, man. I'm just lost for words. Cucurella will have to pull a Courtois and go rogue. The man's not even in their preseason tour. Like, I don't know what more rogue-ness he could pull. Like, he literally is not part of them. Except Koulibaly, every single deal is tiresome. Yep, absolutely right. What is funny, even as a Chelsea fan? Why is funny, even as a Chelsea fan? Yeah. Club love taking the mick from Chelsea, move on to Vardiol, 65 million plus incentives. Bro, I'm telling you, even Vardiol is not going to be easy. Leipzig doesn't want to sell Vardiol. It's simple as that. They don't want to sell Vardiol. Sashi, Mr. Simon Stone, not reliable. Okay, well, is Secret Scout reliable then? Surely someone is reliable in the midst of all of this. I swear if we don't get Cucurella, I'm suing Barcelona, even if it's not their fault. 100 youth. Miz, you think we could challenge if Fofana, Cucurella, Frenkie de Jong, and another attacker comes in? 100% we can challenge, man. Like, if we end up getting these players, Todd Bowley is putting down the gauntlet to Thomas Tuchel that you need to deliver. It's simple as that. You don't get all of these players to say, oh, you know what, yeah, just try and do your best to make top four. No, you bring all of these players to compete, man. Compete to challenge for the Premier League. Frenkie de Jong, Cucurella, Fofana, and another attacker on top of Sterling and Koulibaly. Come on, man. Come on, man. You want to make sure you give Liverpool and City a really good go. Jaffa. Frenkie de Jong is serious upgrade to our mid. Hope we strike a deal with Barca. I have a feeling Barca might listen to our proposal since they want both Alonso and Aspi. What's the deal with that as well? Like, why aren't Barca getting Alonso and Aspi? What's stopping them? Why aren't there Barca players already? It's mad. Check Ben Jacobs' tweet on De Jong. I have, man. You must have come in late. We've gone through the Ben Jacobs tweet. We've talked about it. So if you've just come in late, then you've missed out. I'm sorry. But we've talked about that. I'm just annoyed, man. Every time we feel that there is a buzz, something comes in and just kills our buzz, man. It's just annoying, man. Cucurella should have been here we go, man, already yesterday. And the fact that he's not here we go as yet is just annoying, man. Just so annoying. If Frenkie de Jong is so great, why is Barca selling him? That's such a. I'm sorry, Matt Falcone, to be so rude, but it's such a dumb way to look at things. If he's so great, why are they selling him? If that guy's. Why is Brighton selling Cucurella? If he's that great, like, that's such a crazy way to look at things, man. That's not how life works. Why did Dortmund sell Erling Haaland if he's that great? It's just ridiculous way to look at things. Xavi just doesn't fancy Frenkie de Jong. It's bottom line. They've got Gavi, they've got Pedri, they've got Busquets. He just doesn't fancy Frenkie de Jong. There are certain managers that don't fancy players. That doesn't mean they're bad players. Look at Thomas Tuchel. Like Ethan Ampadu. He's probably not going to stick around. Is Ethan Ampadu now a bad player? Billy Gilmore. So on and so forth. It's just a ridiculous way of looking at things, man. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Barca needs to sell first for space. Yep. Yeah, they do. They do need to sell, or else they can't register players. Aiden, it's so frustrating. Deals getting held up at the last stage. Clubs trying to take advantage of the new ownership. It's just, and why are they taking advantage? Like Todd Bowley is going out there having meals with all of these execs. He's throwing parties. He's inviting all of these people. He's trying to have a nice environment, a nice vibe with them, and they're taking him for a ride. No. Todd, step in now, man. You're taking them out and treating them fancy dinners, and they're doing a dirty on you. They're doing a dirty on you. It's not nice, man. Okay, let's have a look at what PYS has just tweeted out. Chelsea offered Levi Colwill in the Cucurella deal, but only on loan. Chelsea have made a bid in excess of 50 million. So loan is not good enough now, I think. It seems like Levi Colwill, Brighton wants Levi Colwill outright. None of these loan business. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. I've got to do a recording with Matisse now for All You Can Eat Chelsea. Before we go, Sai Krishna just provided a tweet, which I believe is PYS. Yeah, we just covered that, man. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, look, what am I going to say, man? What am I going to say? Every time we come in here excited, something comes up the day after, and it becomes such a complicated matter, man. It's just annoying. I'm not panicking. I'm just fed up, man. Like clubs, Brighton didn't do this with Man City, and all of a sudden now they want Levi Colwill. Like, just give us Cucurella and we talk about Levi Colwill separately. Or we're going to give you the money. Go and find, like, your scouting team is very good. Go and find another player. Like, seriously, go and find another player. More than 50 million. Like, I'm sure you can probably find 3 players with the kind of scouting that Brighton does. That's probably 3 players worth. So go and do that. Frenkie de Jong is complicated, man. It's very complicated. I don't even want to get too gassed up about Frenkie de Jong as much as I love the player, I just don't want to get gassed up. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. We've got over 400 people. At one stage, we have 161 likes. Please get those likes up to 300 immediately, right away. If you've enjoyed this, I don't know how much you would have enjoyed. I'm frustrated. I'm pretty sure you're frustrated as well. I just want to hear some good news very soon. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. I shall see you guys later on UK time. In the evening from 8 to 9:30 p.m.-ish, wrapping up everything that is latest in regards to Chelsea transfer news or any news. We'll see what happens. Look at this, just before we go. Thanks for sharing this side. Barca actually asked UEFA to pay them their Champions League money up front. Wow. We've not even started Champions League. They won the Champions League money up front. These guys, bro, no one will investigate them. No one will investigate them. Anyways, take care. See ya.